Welcome back, class. Today we are going to continue what we started on our previous lesson, which is the hide and seek game. The other time we started building the hide and seek game with a sprite called Rich. We started everything by picking the backdrop, the sprite, then we started building our blocks. The blocks, as usual, we started from when the flood is clicked. What will happen is forever high, then we choose wait. Later we pick show and continue to costume and go to random position. So today we're going to continue from that side by adding time and what scores to the hide and seek game. So let's open our previous lesson, which is the hide and seek. As we said, we started from this angle: forever, hide, wait, show, costume, go to random position. Now today we are going to add up extra commands, which is the time and scores. So before we go, let's insert something called variability variable. We are going to add in some effect to our hide and seek. So when it comes to variables, we have set, then what change. So first of all, we are going to make a variability that is about the scores and the time. So when you click on the variability new button, you have this dialog box. Then in here you give it a name. So the first one is scores. Then you click OK. Immediately you click in OK, you see a score button here, which has been checkmarked. Then you also find it at the backdrop or the stage. Let's make another one for the time. Then you click OK. From there you pick so after inserting the time, you also find the time button, which has been clicked. So after this, we have to set time, which we have to drag it in between here. Then we choose my variability, choose time. Okay, first of all, let me choose the scores. So for scores, I'm going to give it 0. The reason is that when I start playing the game, the score should be at 0 unless I click on the which, then the scores must be changed by the number that I will be clicked. If I click it 3 times, this 0 should change into 3. If I couldn't click at all in the process of playing the game, the scores will still remain at 0. Then the time will be still counting till the game over session. So the set scores should be at 0 for now. Now let's go in for set time. We place it under here. Then we choose time. For the time, as I explained earlier, you give it a certain space. Assuming we are to play it for 10 seconds or for 20 seconds. So that 20 seconds, when it's reached, it should be a game over. It depends upon the number of scores that you have to hit. So we make this point to maybe 15. So if I couldn't click the reach to the highest scores that I have to reach, and the time reaches 15, the game will be over. So these two things, these are the explanation. The number of times that I will be clicking on the reach, the scores should change from 0 to 1, 3, 4 up to the highest point. Then the time is the game over point. So after we've inserted this one, now let's go in for our blocks for other options. So the next one, we go in for change. Now this change, we want to change the time by negative because we have 10 here. So immediately I click on the flag, the time should start counting by minus. So I have to give it -1 so that the 15 will be reducing. So when it hits to 0, then the game must stop. So this change button should be under the weight here. So example, let's click on it and see what will happen to the scores. Immediately I click on the flag, you can see that the time will start counting. So it will count by -1 till it reaches 0. So this is what we mean by change time by -1. As I explained it earlier, that the Scratch programming is all about drag and drop code. There is no need for you to key in your coding method as we will be doing earlier in our schools and our institutions. But for this one, you just have to drag what you want to do with the sprites. So let's continue by adding up a command from control. Says if else. We have two different types of if. We have the simple if, then we have the if else. Like this, so I have to bring this one in between these braces. So after bringing it, we have to go in for operators. We need to add in some commands that need to be applied to it. So I will drag this command to this area. Then we are setting scores and time for the game. So first of all, we have to pick another color for this, which is a greater than. We're going to set the time for now, time game. So in here, I'll go in for the time, which is the scores. I'll drag the scores button into this column, and then put the scores, give it 5. That is the highest mark that the person should reach before it hits game over. So after setting this command, we go in for another operator command, which is greater than again button, greater than the 50. We also drop it in there. Then you go in for your variability time, you put it in here. Then the time you have to set to be 0. When you couldn't click up to the 5, then the time reaches 10, there should be a game over. So we move to something that will give you a communication interest, which is hello. So I'll bring this command in here and give you well done for now for 2 seconds. Now I insert in command. I was inserting a command says stop under this. So that is for the scores. Now let's go in for the time command too. We also go in for another if else again. So we also go in for the operators command, which is this. We insert it. We go in for our less than going for our less than command. Just position, I'll give you explanation a little bit. So here we're going for the variability, which is our scores. It's the same procedure that you did it for the first one. So for the scores, you do it 5. Then you're going for the operator button, which is the equal to time variability time. You insert it, then you change this column to 0. Then you're going for the loops, which says game over, which says game over. Then we're going for our stop command. You insert it and play. So for now, this is what we are going to do for now. So let's click on it and see what will happen. So I started playing. You can see that I haven't clicked on it yet. So you can see that still I'm still not clicking. I'm still not clicking. So it will hit when the time hits to 0. You will see that says try again. It says game open. So we will end our lesson to this point. If any question, as usual, send me a comment and I'll give you explanation to it into detail. But for the meantime, we'll be continuing with this lesson in our next lesson, adding extra features to hide and seek. Okay, see you.